What's going on, folks? So the month of October is behind us, and again, I feel like this has been a recurring theme the last few months, but I'm a little bit late getting this best of the month video out. I really try to get these out before like the 10th of the following month, but I've just been real busy. Anywho, I'm here now, so yeah. In this video, I'll be telling y'all my top 5 picks for best albums of October 2025. But before that, a few disclaimers. First up is I only include brand new full-length albums. I don't count live albums, reissues, compilations, EPs, stuff like that. Just brand new full-length albums. There's already so many of those that I can't just cover all the rest. So yeah, just brand new full-length albums. Also, on this channel, I cover all things power metal, symphonic metal, and melodic rock, and, you know, other things adjacent, you know, melodic heavy metal, stuff like that. So that's what you can expect as far as the albums that I listen to and consider. And also, in the description down below, I have listed every single album that I listened to in October. So yeah, you can check out that list, see if there's stuff that you missed or whatever, and go check out those albums. But those are all of the albums that I listened to in October. So basically, those are all of the albums that were under consideration for me for the top 5 best, in my opinion. Also in the description below, I listed every song that I listened to that released in October that I found noteworthy for one reason or another. Not every single song or single that I listened to that dropped in October, just the ones that stood out to me, again, for one reason or another. And with those songs that I listed, I included the link that'll take you right to the song on YouTube's with the video or lyric video or whatever it is that they released the song with. So if you missed some of those songs or you're curious about some of the ones that I really liked that dropped in October, just click that link. It'll take you right to the song. And all I ask is that if you do that on the band's on that video's comment section, whether it's like the label's channel or the band's channel, whatever, but just the video with the single, if you follow that link, you check out that song or whatever, in their comment section, just tell them Power Metal Ranger sent you. That would be great. Just spread the word. I mean, all this stuff takes a lot of time and effort from me, so if you just help spread the word, man, I'd be so appreciative. So yeah. Anywho, I think that's all the business out of the way. So now it's time for my top 5 picks for best albums of October 2025. In no particular order. First up, we got Nils Patrick Johansson with War and Peace. Next, we got Arcane Tales with Ancestral War. Next up, we got Battle Beast with Steelbound. Next, we got Memories of Old with Never Stop Believing. And last up, we got Bergfried with Romantik III. Now, I said that one last because I do want to say a little something about this album. I don't normally stop during my top 5s to say specific stuff about each of these albums, but this one I really just felt compelled to say something about this album, Bergfried of Romantik III. I mean, if there's one word that I can use to describe this album, it's charming. It's an album that really kind of grew on me, and I just really enjoyed it. It's quite eclectic in style, and again, I just found it so charming. I mean, there's like a song that is more kind of like in a power metal vein. There's a song that's very much kind of like melodic rock. There's another song that it's kind of like a theatrical, like musical kind of ballad infused with like punk rock almost, and like the ballad section, it's just so awesome. Like the musical, like theatrical sort of section. So it reminds me of that song from Grease, where Sandy sings it. What's the name of it? Hopelessly Devoted to You. It really reminded me of that. But then there's spots in that song where it has like a punk rock almost kind of flair. So this album is so eclectic. I mean, and yeah, I mean, I found it super charming. So I just kind of wanted to, again, I just felt compelled to say something about that album in particular. But anywho, those are my top 5 picks for best albums of October 2025. Highly recommend each of these. They were all really, really stellar. But y'all know by now, just like the Highlander, there can be only one. So, my top pick for best album of October 2025 is Battle Beast with Steelbound. Man, I was really looking forward to this album, and it delivered. Really delivered. Great follow-up to Circus of Doom, which I loved that album as well. And I just feel like that these folks, they just knocked it out of the park again. I mean, just killer songs. I mean, catchy stuff, melodic, powerful. The vocals, of course, are just awesome. And just the style, the songwriting and everything, I was just hooked. Like with every song, it was like I just really, really enjoyed this album. Again, Battle Beast, they've done it again. They just have delivered a really, really top tier album. And I just thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And I had high expectations, high hopes, and it certainly delivered. So, yeah, that's my top pick for best album of October 2025. Battle Beast with Steelbound. So there you have it. That's that. Those are my picks. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What were your favorite albums of October? What were your favorite songs? You know, what was the music that you were really, really digging in October? I love hearing everyone's thoughts on that, because everyone has different feelings, different opinions and stuff. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is we're all just loving some sick, nasty music. So whether we all agree on the same thing or not, to me, it doesn't matter. If you were loving some music in October, sweet. You know, I'd love to know what it was that really stood out to you. So let's talk about all that stuff in the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank you all so very much for all of your continued support. And I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.